Hey everybody, Mike and Julie and Megan are on their way north to Maine. There they go. Bon voyage. Anything you have to say at the first blaze?
Let's get it started. We cannot wait.
Yeah.
Only a few thousand miles to go.
Alrighty. Bon voyage.
Oh, good. Part of the green tunnel filled with rhododendrons, and it's going to be gorgeous when they bloom. We're going to miss it, but it will be gorgeous. So the trail has been wet, but it's okay. It's not slippery, and it's not cold. Thank you, God. So we just got off the trail for a moment, took a blue blaze, came up to our first shelter. We met Jacob on the trail, and now he's here too. And this is, it's Stover Creek Shelter. Got ourselves a little bite to eat, took off a layer or two, and now I will show you what it looks like at the privy. So this is our first privy on the trail. For those of you who didn't know what a privy was, it's basically an outhouse that hikers use, and it's not too bad. I won't show you the inside, but this is what a privy looks like. So this is what the inside of the shelter looks like. The picnic table is under the overhang. There's a ladder that goes up to the loft. Sleep a bunch of people up there. There's another platform here and another platform there. So it's a very nice one. Here's a cool Bible verse. Cast all your cares on him, for he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. So this is our fourth creek crossing. This one is the biggest, and it's definitely not one that I like because I have a little bit of fear of walking on wet logs with wet poles, but Mike is going first. And of course, I always know he can drag me out of the creek if necessary. And I'm not going to film myself because that is just stupid. Okay, here we go. Okay, I did it. And it's going to be the first of many. I just have to have a little more confidence in myself. Did I tell you I have a fear of bridges? Well, that's not exactly a bridge, but it felt like it. Not exactly a bridge, but it sure felt like it. Okay, we're going up. So we have plenty of time to get to our shelter. It's only a couple of miles up the trail. So we decided to take a blue blaze and see this beautiful falls. It's called Long Creek Falls. Mike is making lunch. We're having peanut butter and jelly on tortillas. Nice little pack off break. We had quite a few climbs coming up, and our legs definitely felt like jello, but they'll get stronger. Look how pretty this falls is. It's certainly worth a stop if you future through hikers have the time and feel like having a nice little lunch break before you make your next shelter. Can't get over the rhododendron. I know I keep saying that, but wow, it's really cool. All right, let's see what you got there, Mike. What'd you make?
Peanut butter, jelly, and cranberries or whatever.
Nice. That's
for Jules, but you have to eat this now.
That'll fuel us up. Okay, off we go. So while we're sitting here for lunch, we're just noticing it's certainly still foggy, but the rain has stopped. Take a look at these just gorgeous trees. Wow. And then back down here to the little bit of a muddy area. Got ourselves a good bunch of mud on our feet tonight, but we'll be wiping them off, putting on clean, dry socks when we get to bed.
Hey, getting an early dinner tonight. Good day walking in, but not even that hungry, but we know we gotta eat. So, chicken and rice tonight. All right.
Yeah, so the water's boiling in that little pot, Toke's pot. Then Mike's gonna pour it into this Mountain House bag. which is inside this little cozy, which will make it a little bit stay warmer. And then we're going to throw in a little bit of butter just to get some fat that we need, and we got that idea from Jay. So all is well, looking good.
Yeah, just make sure you tag me.
All right, so we are at Hawk Mountain Shelter. There's a bunch of young men inside. We're going to be eating dinner real soon. We caught back up with Jacob. We met earlier. He was a speed demon. He moved on ahead. So as you can see, we walked through a fair amount of mud today, but I even walked in more water than I've ever walked in. My toes were pretty pruny when I got out of those. So the shoes are going to stay wet because it's not hot enough tonight to dry. But tomorrow it's going to be bright sun and going up into the 50s. So we're trusting that those babies are going to dry themselves out. My socks got soaking wet too, so I currently have on camp shoes and dry socks. Thank goodness for an extra pair of dry socks. Okay, so a little recap of today, which is day 1 on our AT adventure. It's February 27th. It's about 6:15 at night, and we are in bed for the night. We came about 7.5 miles, and there were plenty of good ups to keep us moving, that's for sure. We stopped and saw a beautiful waterfall. We made some clothing adjustments, stopped a few other times to take off different layers. But we arrived to Hawk Mountain Shelter, and there's a bunch of young people inside the shelter, and there's about 8 tents all around the shelter, us included. We made dinner, and now it's time to go to sleep.
Good night, all.
Thanks for following. It was a great day. Good morning, everybody. It's about 6:30 a.m. on February 28th. The sun is coming up. It's going to be a beautiful day. Right now it's 29 degrees, so it's a little brisk, but it's lovely. Today would have been Mike's mother's birthday. She would have been in her 80s. We love you, Rosemary. Happy birthday in heaven. So Mike is filtering water. We've got 2 separate water systems. We have a big bag called a CNOC bag that we fill up with water, and then it goes through our filter. It goes through my filter, which is the Sawyer filter, into my bottles. And then he's got the other one.
So what we're doing right now, they say,
Yeah.
Doing what with water?
These are our new friends, Jim and Patty. They're just doing the same thing. Anyway, yeah, Mike's going to flush his brand new Ketadine, and he's going to be able to use that too.
Hey everybody, this is Mike from Adventures Over 60. Just doing a recap of days 1 and 2. We got dropped off around 9:30 on day 1 by Megan and Mike. Thank you very much. And we hit the trail in the pouring rain. And they hiked with us for about a mile, which was great. And then off we went. And I'd say we had rain for about 2.5 hours. When the rain stopped, it was misty and cloudy and very heavy, like you're walking in a cloud. And we made it all the way to Hawk Mountain Shelter, which is mile 8.1 on the AT. It was not raining when we set up. It was misty, but that all worked out. We were dead tired. Went to bed, I think by the time we ate, we went to bed a little after 6. Slept well. It got down to 29 degrees. Had a couple little things we had to work out. We were on a slant, as you know, our tent spot. But it went well. And then the next morning, day 2, it was it was about 30 when we hit the trail. I'd say it took us a little while to get out. We had to repack some things and do some organization. But we hit the trail around 9. Yeah, it was cold, but I was hiking in shorts, and that eventually felt good, because after the first half mile of it down, we hit a series of ups, and then we hit Sassafras Mountain. And Sassafras Mountain is the real deal. And by the time we got up to Sassafras, we still weren't done. We still had some more ups, and but we made it to Gooch Gap, which is I think it was about 7.2 or something like that, 7.1, and that's where we got picked up. We were staying with our friends Trouble and Dilly Dally. Stayed with them. The 4 of us went to the hostel, above the Clouds Hostel, and that was awesome. We had just to take another hot shower. They took care of us, spoiled us actually. Got a great dinner, pulled pork, and a huge breakfast is coming in the morning, and so we can't wait for that. And but I have to say, after 2 days of hiking, we were sore. We're getting our cardio going, but looking forward to the rest of the hike. Though it was challenging. To say that it wasn't challenging for us, it's not true, but we love it, and we're signing out now. Hey, just before we sign out, after a couple of days, we definitely got trail names now. It didn't take us very long. So Julie's trail name is Keep Smiling, and mine is Walking Home. So that seems to be easier to remember people's trails names out here than their actual names. And I have to say, after this period of time, the people that we've met are unbelievable. Great people. We're really, really quite blessed.